The kitchen. A foreign and foreboding landscape for those unfamiliar with its more complex functions. It need not be the most intimidating room in the house, however, as like any landscape, it can be conquered. Our journey today will lead to the unlocking of the kitchen's mystical powers for preparing casual meals, hosting lavish dinner parties, or even indulging in light snacking, beyond the use of the nutrient-zapping microwave. In preparation for the meal, the flesh of a red bell pepper is sliced away from the soft inner skeleton. A fruit loaded with vitamins such as A, B, C, and E, it is also a good source of dietary fiber, folate, potassium, and omega fatty acids. For less than $1, the red bell pepper provides a cheap and nutritious burst of color and has not been sacrificed in vain. Zucchini, a squash also high in potassium, vitamin A, and omega fatty acids. It's also a good source of phosphorus, which is essential for life as it is a component of DNA, RNA, ATP, and all those other acronyms from bioclass that you've most likely forgotten about. Called negi in Japanese, these are scallions, whose hollow leaves are hacked from their bulbs, ripped from the comfort of their loved ones, and beheaded slightly, before being quartered as an additional flavoring. And they are not to be confused with green onions, such as that by Booker T and the MGs. Less ambitious individuals can default to using frozen vegetables. Used here as a pan lubricant, canola oil is high in unsaturated fatty acids, associated with reducing cholesterol levels. After the vegetables have been cast into the heated wok, seasoning is added. And more seasoning. And even more seasoning. Everything is sautéed together. Then the noodles are sacrificed as well. And the aggressive stirring begins. The spinach and scallions are added last, just before serving. And here the first part of our adventure ends. The next part of our journey takes us out of the frying pan and into the pot of boiling water. Rafts of ramen attempt to float on the rough seas, but are soon sunk without bias or reservation. The salty ocean of noodles becomes the home to castaway chicken, cabbage, spinach, red bell peppers, and scallions. This lush environment tends to also attract egg poachers. Slowly dished out into segregated islands, the noodles, vegetables, and broth are eventually topped with cheese and Japanese shijimi powder, only to be greedily consumed minutes later. And so concludes our beginning to cheap and nutritious cooking.